Hi YouTube, it's Diamond. I'm 2 weeks into Adult Health 1 and I will be talking about my first 2 weeks experience. So, class began on January 13th and it was a lot. The teachers began by introducing themselves and telling us what to expect and telling us how to basically be successful in the class. We were told about what to do during clinicals. We were told about what to do pretty much during class and how to really use our resources wisely. So after that introduction, all the paperwork and things that you usually get when you first start off in a nursing school or class were complete and class begun. So it's a little different because usually on the first day you're used to, okay, meeting people, everything, orientation, okay, cool, go home, take a nap. No, you're going to be sitting in class for additional 2 hours and you're going to be learning. So if you're not yet in Adult Health 1 and you're approaching it or you're about to be in Adult Health 1, I recommend that you have all your books, you have all your binders, you have all your printouts, everything ready in order for you to take good notes, read well on the first day because you will be attending class. So after class was done, I of course went home and read the chapters that we went over during that class day. I found it to be very helpful to go ahead and read what was covered in class instead of trying to read everything. Just read what you learned in class. Therefore, it's kind of like a reinforcement rather than a brand new, I'm trying to learn this type of thing. Other than that, class went well. Now about clinicals. This semester in Adult Health 1, every nursing program is different. However, in the one that I currently attend, you will be doing 1 day of clinicals every week until the end of this semester. So, and you will be at a hospital. So basically, you have to go to the hospital the night before, get all your information on whatever patient you are to get the next day, and then go home, put all that into a format, basically organize what you received, and then go to clinicals the next morning at 6:30 and be there until it's over. It was 3 different rounds that you could pick from. You could pick a 9, a 10, or a 12-hour shift. The 12-hour shifts, of course, they're going to have less clinical days than the people who chose a 9 or a 10. Me personally, I got a 10, so I think I have 8 total clinical days, which is about 8 weeks, which isn't very bad. As far as clinicals, that is it. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the resources that you will be using. Well, I got this semester in order to help me be successful. First things first, you have your book. Medical Surgeon of Nursing is the 13th edition, and it is by Cheever and Hinkle. This book cost me $160, and it is heavy. Really heavy. Really heavy. But they give you the option of buying this book divided into 2. The reason why I didn't do that is because, like, a good example would be this unit. We have chapter 10 to read and chapter 71 to read. So if you were to have both books, you would end up having them to carry them anyway, wherever you go, because that's part of one unit that you will be reading. So it's better to just have it in one, buy it in one, and get it over with, because this book is going to be your best friend for the next 3 semesters. So the money that I spent on it was really not wasted, simply because this book will carry you through Med-Surg 1, 2, and 3. So that is a very good thing. It's easy to read. I have it divided the same way I have my fundamental stuff divided. I don't have as many stickies this time because I am just now starting out. The next book is this Nursing Diagnosis Handbook. This is basically a book of all the nursing diagnoses, and here they are listed in the back. That is a lot. So this book comes in handy. It's divided alphabetically, so you don't have to go searching all over the world to see what you need to see. So this book is by Judith M. Wilkinson. It's the NANDA 1 diagnosis, and it's the 10th edition. So this book cost me about $60, and I think it was $60 well spent, because so far I love this book. Okay, and like my little extra that I got, I paid about $30 for this little thing right here. $30 is a lot for something that is no bigger than my cell phone, but it is worth every single penny. This is basically a guide to everything. It tells you about procedures, about certain assessments, risk factors for the lifespan, emergency and trauma, meds and IV fluids, labs, diseases, tools, how to use things, how to ask for things, how to talk to people. This is a very good tool. It is like your little personal cheat sheet in order to be successful. So I really do like it. It was a good $30 spent, and it's very small. It can fit right into your purse or your pockets on your uniform. So I really like this book, and I think this will be my best friend for the next couple of semesters. My binder is pretty much the same. I have my calendar on the front, and I have everything up in the middle with tab dividers. This time I did my dividers differently. Last in fundamentals, I had everything divided by unit. So unit 1 would be one tab, unit 2 would be the second tab, and etc. But this time I wanted to divide each unit up specifically, so it'll be easier. So for unit 1, I'll have a tab for unit 1 objectives, unit 1 study guide, and then unit 1 resources. And that is very helpful because now I can flip through this and find anything in probably less than 10 seconds, which is very handy. I love this. On the back, I got ATI assignments that I have to do, and on the side, I just have it labeled like my old fundamentals binder. As far as clinicals, I got a clinicals bag. This is solely for clinicals. I haven't put my supplies in here just yet, but I'm going to have everything I need for clinicals. You know, your pens, your Band-Aid scissors, your pocket light, everything you need, so you won't be looking crazy when she's checking you and you're missing something and she tells you to go home. So this is handy. I recommend that you buy 2 of everything, just in case you lose something, just in case something's misplaced, just in case your friend may need something, because you have to look out for people, because in the end they may look out for you. This semester also I bought a new stethoscope. My initial stethoscope, this one right here, I really didn't like it, and I'm not trying to down this stethoscope specifically or anything like that, but I find, for me personally, that stethoscopes with 2 tubes, you can't really hear well with them. So I don't really like this stethoscope, so I said I'm going to make an investment and just get me a better stethoscope, because your stethoscope will be used a lot, and sometimes you will be tested on the stuff you hear through your stethoscope. So the better your stethoscope is, the better you will do. So I got rid of this one, and I got me a 1 tube. This stethoscope is very easy to hear out of. I love it. It's pink, which is great because I love the color pink. And it's more lightweight. It goes around my neck a little bit easier. That one would tend to get tangled and stuff like that. So I really did not like that. But this stethoscope is much better, and I'm happy I made that investment and went ahead and got it. So, last but not least, this is my actual clinical binder. It has a lot of examples of all the paperwork and how it should look. Previously, like this post-it says sample. And I like this. It it helps me just in case I forget how to fill something out or I forget where something goes. This is always a good tool to go. I have a practice worksheet of nursing diagnosis, and I have some empty ones just in case I get rusty and need to do some more. And then my last sheet I have in here before the actual papers is all the nursing diagnoses that I could possibly use, which is great because I have it in my little cheat book, and then I have it on here also. And the rest of these, I haven't filled them up, but they will be divided because I will put all my completed graded paperwork in here so I can easily refer back to it whenever I'm doing the next one, which is great also. That's it as far as what's inside of my binder. So bad news is we took our first math test and I failed. I made a 90. You have to make 100 in order to pass. So I have been doing a lot of studying, a lot of reviewing of math. I always recommend that you do math more than you have to, because if you don't use it, you will definitely lose it. So that's what I've been doing pretty much for the past couple of days because I'm preparing to take it twice. So that's pretty much it. I had checkoffs yesterday. Checkoffs are pretty much your teacher's going to be there watching you perform certain skills that you were held accountable for last semester, just to make sure that you're remembering what you learned last semester. It went smoothly. I passed. It was not something that was extremely stressful how it was last semester. And I actually enjoyed checkoffs this time. So I think that is it. I went over first day, all the supplies I got, what happened in class, checkoffs, and my math test. I will continue to make videos. Next week will be my first week at the hospital, so I intend to make a video and let you guys know how that went. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. And again, email me any questions. I'll post my email at the bottom. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have. Stay positive. Don't listen to any negative people. And have a great week.